Good evening and welcome to part 3 of the mini fantasy series and the final episode for now. Tonight you will be visiting the general store in Broomfield to gather supplies before heading out on your journey into the mountains. Hello there. Please do come on in. That's it, nice and gently through the door there. If you'll just give me a minute, I was just finishing up my list of items I need restocking, so I can give it to my assistant to pick up the items I require. Now if I could just find Jerry to run out on this errand for me, that would be great. Oh, no doubt he's probably off gallivanting around somewhere. That's okay, never mind, I'll deal with Jerry later. How can I help you this evening? We've got plenty of food for provisions, and potions if you're into magical stuff like spell tomes. Of course, it's no alchemist shop, but we do get the odd mage popping in from time to time. You're an adventurer, getting ready to set out on your next quest, I imagine. Okay, well, I've got a sort of adventurer starter pack, if you like. We get so many passing through Broomfield these days. You start to get to know what they like to buy and things they find useful. So if that's something that interests you, I can most certainly walk you through the contents of this burlap sack that I've got specifically for you adventurer types. Okay, perfect. Okay, where did I put that burlap sack? Here it is. Okay, first item on the list, apples. You know what they say, an apple a day keeps the bandits away? Anyway, which do you prefer? Got green apples, red apples, soft apples, hard apples, juicy ones, and glowing apples? Oh, wait, no, they should not actually be out on sale. Sorry about that. I'll put that over there. How about a nice mixture? Sounds a bit better, doesn't it? Let me just inspect each of these apples to make sure they're nice and ripe. Of course, I never sell anything that I wouldn't eat myself, so let me just inspect these apples. apples seem to be the finest and highest quality an apple can be. I don't accept anything less, of course. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How long did you say you were going up into the mountains? Oh, that's right. You didn't. Well, no matter. I'm sure there's enough apples here to keep you going. Okay, next. How about some lovely, delicious bread? It's been baked this morning, so it should still be fresh. And if you take the time to wrap it up, I'm sure that it will keep you going. Here, let me just show you this bread that I've got here. Beautiful, it's nice and golden baked, and it smells amazing. You know, that's how you can tell good bread from bad bread. You tap it, you listen to the sound, the crunch, and if it's got a nice sound when you tap the bread, that's how you can tell it's a perfect loaf of bread. Of course, I wouldn't just go around any general goods store or bakery tapping on their bread. People might think you're quite balmy. Of course, you're perfectly safe to do that in my shop, as I've just shown you, and if you're not comfortable with me tapping on bread, then of course I'll just get you a nice, fresh loaf. I'm sure me and Jerry can share that loaf I've just tapped on with our stew this evening. That's if he ever turns up. But you know, that's Jerry. Anyway, moving on, we're here to help you. So, got some food taken care of. What else? Okay, so how about a health potion? So let's say, hypothetically, you get attacked on the road by bandits, and one of them decides to leave a nasty cut on your arm. What will you do? Of course, you need that arm to function, to use it, and of course not get infected. That will be the worst thing that could possibly happen to an adventurer. Out on the road, no ways of curing it, probably miles from any healer. Fortunately for you, I've got a selection of health potions that might be able to help you if you're interested. So let me just show you one of the potions I've got. It's this lovely red liquid here, and once consumed, any injury that has befallen you shall simply vanish. Here, let me show you the bottle so you can inspect for yourself. So that is our largest bottle of health potion. I know it's quite big, especially if you're an adventurer. You obviously want to travel as light as possible. So me and Jerry have given it a little bit of a nickname. We call it the definitely in a spot of bother health potion. Because you see it's so big, you'll obviously want to drink it when you're in quite a spot of bother. Yes, I know it's just a little in-joke that we have around the shop from time to time. Anyway, moving onwards, I'm sure I've got a selection of other potions that you might find useful. Let me just have a look here. No, you don't want that. That's not good. No, I'm pretty sure that's poison. Probably don't want that. Okay, this one you might find useful. This green jar is in fact a stamina potion. So once I take the lid off and show you the green liquid inside, once you take this, you'll have the speed and stamina to keep going. Probably quite useful for an adventurer, as you've got to cover quite a bit of ground, and no doubt that's probably going to get quite tiring. So perhaps this stamina potion might come in use to you after all. Allow me to just show you inside. Now, drinking it is a little bit like cold soup at first, but once you get past that, you'll have the endurance of, I don't know, one of the kingdom's elite guard units perhaps. Those guys can run for days. Or perhaps a horse is more suitable. Now this one I admire the most. What you're looking at right now in this chilly blue bottle is in fact a potion of resist cold. I figured this might be quite useful if you're heading up into the mountains. You could be in the middle of a blizzard, and after taking this, you'll feel no chill at all. Okay, so this one actually comes with a dropper because you actually don't need that much. So what you do first is shake the bottle well to get the mixture to start working and activated. Then you take the lid off with the dropper and apply a few droplets to your tongue. Then it's just simply a matter of waiting until it kicks in, really. Here, allow me to give you a quick demonstration on how to administer this potion correctly. I've seen people take too much and they've frozen right up. Alright, I've just had a thought. I imagine that you're going to be sleeping rough most of the time, in the dirt and on the ground. It's not going to be the most comfortable night's sleep. So that's why I just wanted to show you this. Now what this is a freshly shaven sheep's pelt. And as you can see, it's lovely and soft, and of course warm, so when you're out on your travels, looking for a place to settle down for the night, you can roll this sheep skin pelt out and lay upon the fur, and that should keep you at least quite comfortable. Here, just have a feel of how soft its fur is. Okay, that will be sure to make things a little more comfortable while you're on the road sleeping rough, and keep you warm, of course. Okay, now I don't mean to be rude, but have you seen the state of your boots there? Now I know, being an adventurer, you're obviously going to have dirty, muddy boots, but have you considered getting a spare pair just in case you want to switch your boots out every now and again? I mean, you never know who you're going to meet on the road or where you're going to end up. For all we know, you could be invited to a nice party and you obviously can't turn up in some dirty, muddy boots. So might I suggest this lovely leather boots that I've got here? It might be a nice change of footwear for you, perhaps. Just something you can slip into if you're at a fancy engagement or whatever that may be. Here, let me show you these boots. They're really quite the fashion these days. Okay, so those are the boots, and I think they're quite a perfect fit, if I do say so myself. So, let's just make sure that we have everything. We've covered the food, the health, the boots, the sleeping. Yes, I don't think I'm missing anything here. Oh, by the way, all of this won't actually come cheaply. Did I mention that at the start? No? Oh, well, yes, as I say, it won't come cheap. Although I have a proposition for you. Whatever treasure you hope to find up in that mountain, if you bring me back something of value from that mountain, I will treat these items as an investment, or to be a bit nicer about it, a gift, perhaps. So, do we have a deal? Perfect. I thought you might see it that way. So, I think that's everything. I can have these delivered to the inn later on this evening if you prefer, so that you're ready to depart first thing in the morning. You'll have all your items ready to go. Perfect. I can send Jerry round later this evening with the items. And I believe that's everything. Well, adventurer, it's been an absolute pleasure, kind of, serving you this evening. I wish you all the best of luck on your adventure, and remember our little secret. Perfect, perfect. Well, so long, traveller. It's been great getting to know you, and I hope you have enjoyed our town of Broomfield. I hope to see you back very soon, of course, with hopefully some shiny things. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here. So, this is farewell, adventurer.